So, I think I'm gonna start vlogging, as they call it. They used to. I don't know what they call it now. Just posting now. Everything's post. Anyways, this is my gaming journal. I guess I'll just talk about what's going on. And I have a lot to go through, so I'm going to try to stick to one thing at a time. Last night I quit Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. Just was having a miserable time. My goal was to play through all the Assassin's Creed games. I started with Assassin's Creed 4, Black Flag, loved it. This was years ago. I played Odyssey after that. Great game. I enjoyed it. Then I decided to do a full series playthrough. Started with Assassin's Creed 1. It was a good game. It was, I felt its age, for sure. I'm going to try not to say all the time. That's my verbal Achilles heel. Assassin's Creed 1, I saw the bones there. I saw what it was going for, and I appreciated it, even if it was incredibly flawed. Assassin's Creed 2, more of the same, slightly better than 1. Pushed through it. I was struggling to find the fun there. Brotherhood, I just can't do it. There's too much. The parkour is garbage. You can't just. There's no fluidity to it. And when you think of parkour in a video game, you think fluid. You're always moving. In Brotherhood, you're stuck on every little edge. Unless you're literally jumping from rooftop to rooftop, climbing anything is excruciating unless you're pointing the stick in the exact right direction at the exact pixel that you were meant to point the stick at. So the parkour and climbing is just horrible. The stealth is horrible. Just you can be noticed from or I guess you won't be noticed unless you're rubbing right up against the enemy most of the time. Just the stealth isn't there. You can't crouch. I don't think you can crouch. If you can crouch, there's no tutorial or button for it, as far as I can tell. There's no like leaning against walls and hiding, nothing like that. If they see you, the yellow meter of them going, is that the wind? By the way, I'm next to a highway, so sorry for the traffic sounds. I mean, not an actual highway. The highway's down there, but cars are driving by. They go from wondering if it's the wind to seeing you in like less than 2 seconds. So the stealth is just awful. Blending into a crowd, just not. Feels like it doesn't work ever. The combat is beyond atrocious. Atrocious. That's talking's hard. Speaking is difficult. The combat is just, in order to dodge, counter, and counter grab, you have to press. You got to have your activation trigger, then press the button. But to attack, you don't press that button. You just It's the worst combat. I prefer the combat in Assassin's Creed 1. And then the story is just so immature and infantile. The writers are obviously, looking through their notebooks of what they were writing when they were horny teens, and it's gross. It's a gross story. Not the overall story, but all the little moment-to-moment things. It's just, I get it. I get what they're going for. It's just not for me. And the thing is a game about taking down the Borgias should be flippin' awesome. It just makes so much sense on paper, but this ain't it. This ain't it. I'm thinking about just skipping what comes after Brotherhood. Revelations or Revolutions or Reloaded or restocked or repaint. I don't know. I'm thinking about just skipping that. Skipping that and going right to 3. Because I'm sick of Ezio. He's annoying. And don't even get me started on Desmond and that whole plot line. Which I use that phrase very loosely. Yeah, so I'm done with Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. I'll let you know what I do next. I have other games I want to talk about. I recently finished the Talos Principle. Yes, love that game. I recently finished Darksiders. Very mixed opinions there. I'm in the middle of replaying A Link to the Past for the 1000th time. I'd love to talk about how much I love that game. And I have so many games on my backlog that I'm planning to play very soon. System Shock, both the original and the remake. I'd like to play that sooner rather than later. Remnant 2, that's coming up soon on my list. I know it's already released. A lot going on. I mean, don't even get me started on Elden Ring, because I could talk forever about how much I love Elden Ring and the DLC that I just played through. Anyway, that's it for today's blog. 6 minutes might have been too long. I'll try to keep it shorter next time.